Hi guys, Jeff Clark, Sources Apprentice. Yesterday I went to an auction and it took me 2 trips in my van to bring all the stuff back here. I'm in my storage unit right now and I want to show you what I got and talk a little bit about relationship. You guys hear me talk about relationship a lot. At this auction, I knew the auctioneers because I've been to several other auctions. They recognized me, greeted me. So some of my purchases were for profit and others were just to maintain relationship with the auctioneers. So let me show you what I got. All right, grab this cool little plastic 1983 Fisher-Price record player. No solds on eBay, but that could just be because it's not priced right. I only paid $2 for that. Also paid $2 for this. I couldn't find anything about this on eBay or even on the Google, the Huey, Dewey, and Louie Build a Business game. There was a lot of stuff at this auction that were educational materials. And that's exactly what this is. This has film strips and cassettes and comic books, you know, for the kids to look through. So, but you know, with the Disney brand on it, I should be able to sell that, I'm thinking. Paid $2 for all these books. The auctioneer wasn't getting a bid, so I just threw a $2 bid out there. You know, there's some good art books here, it looks like. Should be able to return my money on that. Also paid $2 for this lot. It's mostly junk. The little 5-inch TVs, those don't sell very well. This surprised me. I have 2 of these electric rubber band winders. I can't even imagine what that is for, but there's a lot of sold listings on eBay for $15. But the reason I bought this lot was because of this CD right here. Now, Jimmy Smith, you know, he's great if you like jazz organ, and I love a good Hammond B3 organ. But this is a 2006 CD, so it's not like it's really rare, but for some reason it sells like really well on eBay and Discogs. So, you know, $2 was a pretty good investment there, I thought. All right, you guys have seen me sell 16mm films before. This auction had a lot of 16mm films, and almost all of them were just educational films, okay? So things like, I don't know if you can see it here, the lighting in my storage unit isn't very good. The Pledge and the Anthem. There's one in here that says something like alcohol, you know, how much is too much? Japan, Western Europe, a new look, you know. This is just educational stuff, and these do not sell very well. But the reason that I grabbed this tub was for this one right here, Hardware Wars. If you've never heard of this film, look it up on YouTube or IMDb. This is a parody of Star Wars that came out in 1978. And it is the dumbest thing. I mean, the humor is just so stupid. It's called Hardware Wars because the ships are like egg beaters and toasters flying around in space. But this is a huge cult classic. The last 16mm film of this sold on eBay went for $76. So I bid $20 for this whole tub, and if I toss the rest of the films, I will definitely make my money off of that one. Seriously, look it up, it's really fun. So this tub here I got, and this is all educational films, you know, there's no surprises here. And I only got this for $2, but the reason I bought it because the Coca-Cola crate. Those wooden Coca-Cola crates, they sell on eBay for, you know, 15, 20, 25 bucks sometimes. So that was worth a $2 investment. Here's another one. The auctioneer could not get a bid on this beauty chair, okay? I mean, with the working hairdryer and everything. And I haven't plugged it in to make sure it's working, but I will. Only paid $5 for that, and the last sold on eBay for this model was $100. So I will put that up for a local pickup. Okay, there was an entire table full of electronics here. Now, most of this is projectors, okay? There's a record player here. It's got a busted top. I don't know if I'll be able to do anything with that. And there's a couple of portable record players here also. But the majority of these are film projectors, and the majority of those are 16mm. In the last 2 months, I've sold 4 projectors, okay? I've sold 2 broken 8mm projectors for $20 each. I sold a working 8mm projector for $35, and I sold a 16mm projector for $50. And that's plus shipping. Okay, these things are heavy. These are super heavy. I always do calculated shipping on heavy things. So you heard me say most of these are 16mm projectors. All right, this one here has a sold listing on eBay for $100. These two are identical. Sold listings on eBay, a couple sold listings for $35 plus shipping each. and I paid $25 for everything you see here. So my next step is I'm going to hire a teenage kid to clean these up and test them, and might even teach them how to list them too. Anyway, that I was pretty excited about getting that whole table. Got this speaker for just a couple of bucks, and it's in beautiful new condition. The solds on eBay are only for a pair. There are no solds for just a single. So I don't know if I'll be able to sell it or not. If not, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to donate it to my band. I mean, we use audio equipment. So, you know, that's what I said in the last video. It's not always about making a profit. Sometimes it's just about improving your life. This is something else the auctioneer could not get a bid on. All these home picture screens. Most of these, in fact, I think all of them, are the Daylight Company, which coincidentally is headquartered only about a half hour from my house. They are the world leader in screens. They even make those huge 90-foot wide IMAX screens, you know, that go to theaters. But they've been around for about a century, and they have always been the leader in picture screens. So I've sold 3 home screens like this in the last probably 6 months, ranging anywhere from $20 to $60, and only paid $2 for all of these. Oh, and even this little baby one, the 18-inch, that has a recent sold on eBay for $29. Here's something else the auctioneer could not get a bid on. 8-tracks. And I mean, he looked right at me because he knows that I buy music. Now, 8-tracks do not sell very well, so I really didn't want them, but I gave him $2 for all these. And, you know, there's Beatles, there's Rolling Stones, there's Led Zeppelin in here, so I might be able to do something with it. Who knows? This I got for $5. This is a brand new thermostat, and it sells on Amazon for $100. Very, very happy with that. This is just an empty case, and I'm not sure where I got it. Oh, it came with all these. I should have had it with this lot. It's kind of cool looking. I don't know if I'll be able to sell it or not. This I also got for $5. This is a 35 millimeter feature film. Now, this is the type of film that goes to professional theaters. You know, everything's digital now, but at one time they were all on 35 millimeter films. I bought a 35 millimeter film a couple of years ago, and it turned out to be something really super rare, and I sold it for $700. I don't expect to sell this for $700, but this is a 2006 very little known horror film. So horror means money, honestly. You get something that's horror themed, people will pay for it. So, very interesting to see what I'll get for this. I will throw it up at auction since I am absolutely clueless what I'm going to be able to get for it. All right, this is the thing I am most excited about. The auctioneer did not know photography, and I'm certainly not a photography expert, but he had all these unrelated things thrown together in a lot. I had done some research on that camera right there. So I started bidding at $10 and won this lot at $50. These, honestly, do not sell on eBay. Everything else here is probably worthless except for this camera. This has a couple of sold listings on eBay for $300, and one of those, at least, did not have the case. And look at the beautiful condition that this case is in. So I am super, super excited about that. I'm going to turn 50 into 300. All this stuff out here, when I went back to pick up my stuff, I talked with a member of the family, and he said, hey, this stuff didn't sell. Do you want this too? So again, relationship. Now, all this is educational film strips, which honestly do not sell very well on eBay. I might be able to move like the National Geographic, or maybe there's some more Disney in here or something. If there's a good theme to it, I might be able to move them. Otherwise, they may all go to the trash, and I just ended up with some free boxes. Who knows? But again, relationship. So that is my auction haul from yesterday. My total bill was $170. And oh, and you heard me say this is going to sell for $300. So there's my profit right there in that one item. And everything else is gravy. So, do you do auctions? If so, leave me some comments. Tell me what you think and show me what you are getting at auctions.